Now, that was one example of an AppNet. There's actually lots of things you can do. Almost anything you would want to do in arranging this network, you can do, and it'll work. And so you have huge flexibility. And we're writing libraries for you to make it easy to take advantage of all this flexibility, because we want you to be able to do anything you want with it. So what can you do? Well, as I said, you could do it this way. There's one mirror node. Everybody sends their encrypted messages to Hedera, and the mirror node gets back the answers and then passes it on to everybody. All the processing happens in the AppNet. Hedera never has to do the processing, doesn't have to decrypt any of the messages. Everything happens in the AppNet. That's what I just showed you. Another alternative is let everybody be a mirror node. Then everybody can send in their messages, and everybody gets back the messages. You don't even have to have the state proofs. And if there's ever a dispute, computer 1 and computer 2 are arguing about what the state really is, they can go to court, and they can show the court the state proofs and all of the messages, and the court will know the true ordering of the messages. It can figure out what the true state should have been, and they can prove it. And so nobody can get away with cheating, which kind of makes it not worth cheating, because you can't get away with it. You can always go to a court and get rid of it. So this is a really nice option. Let everybody be a mirror node. Then you're just really independent, and you never even talk to each other. Or don't have a mirror node at all. Use some external party that runs a business of being a mirror node business. And this is a good business to build on top of a mirror node. You know, the mirror node software is open source. Anybody can download it right now. Anybody can be a mirror node. Anyone can run mirror nodes. We have several companies that are already running mirror nodes and building really cool services on top of it. So you could go to a mirror node service. Everybody sends their encrypted messages to Hedera, and they all then come back to the mirror node. And then the mirror node streams it out to everybody that is subscribing to it. You can do a pub-sub model. You publish to all the people who subscribe to you. And it'll only send you the messages that you're interested in, like only the ones relevant to this AppNet, only the ones on one topic. They're divided up by topics, so an AppNet has a topic. So everybody is getting it from the mirror node, or just computer 2 is getting it and that computer gives it to the other ones. You could do it any way you want. You can spread it any way you want. You could gossip it if you wanted to, or just everybody gets it directly from the mirror node. So this is how to use an external mirror node service, which makes your AppNet even simpler. And because you don't really have to have any trust in the AppNet, you could even use a cloud service. Just stand up a bunch of instances in the cloud. The AppNet can be very simple. The AppNet could be one computer. This is just really simple what you can do. Okay. Or another thing you can do is use your AppNet to provide a service to the world. This stablecoin could have just been for people in the AppNet, or it could be to a huge group of people who are all exactly KYC'd, which is sort of still permissioned, sort of private, or it could just be to anonymous users. You could open it up to the world and have any anonymous user be able to use it. However you decide you want to set it up, you can set it up. It can be public and private, or a mixture, or in between. But the user then, when they want to do some transaction with you, maybe to move one of your stable coins around or bid in your stock market or play your game, the user sends their message encrypted to the Hedera network. It sends it back to the network, maybe through one mirror, maybe through multiple, maybe through an external mirror. You can mix and match all these things. And then the network figures out how to update its state. And then every computer in this AppNet has the state. So the user can talk to any computer. The user could talk to computer number 3 and make queries and say, hey, what's my balance? Hey, did I win the game? Hey, what's the state of the game board now? Or what's the state of the stock market? Did I get my bid to go through? Did I find a buyer or not? The user can ask Carol, and Carol can give an answer. Maybe the user only trusts one member of this AppNet. They can ask the question to that member. Maybe they only trust a few members but don't trust them that much. They could ask several members and see if they all give the same answer. Maybe they don't trust anybody in the AppNet. Then they could demand that the AppNet give them state proofs with a bunch of history of messages, and they could recalculate it and could actually verify that it was actually true. Maybe they don't do that effort themselves. They hire an outside auditor to do all that work of auditing the AppNet. In fact, the auditor can actually do that by talking to a commercial mirror node and never even talk to the AppNet people. They could do an independent audit without even talking to the AppNet people and could find out that they're telling the truth. There are lots of options for external users with an AppNet, and they all come down to one thing. You're inheriting the trust from Hedera, so you don't have to have the Appnet build the trust. That's the whole idea.